What's going on out there, Spotlight Faithful? It's your main man, Sami, on the spot, and welcome to the very first edition of the Wrestling Drive right here on thedailyspotlight.com. This is a long time coming here. We've been planning this for quite some time, and I appreciate everyone checking us out right on here. Let me just get into what exactly we're trying to do here on the Wrestling Drive. Obviously, you can see we're moving here. We're constantly in motion. Basically, the idea behind this is I am on the road an insane amount each day. I'm talking 2 to 5 hours per day driving to and from work. And so with all this extra time, I figured why not, film something here. A little bit of a vlog, I think is what the kids call it. And film my thoughts on the happenings going on in the world of professional wrestling, in the world of WWE. And I figured it would be great because I have some time in the morning, I have some time in the afternoon, a lot of times I'm driving through the night. And so I have a lot of time that if a story drops, we can just jump on here, we can chat about it, and I want to hear your thoughts too. I want this to be really interactive. You're more than welcome to hit me up on Twitter, @TommyOnTheSpot, or you can hit us up on the Daily Spotlight's Twitter, @Daily_Spotlight, or just leave your comments in the comment section below. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, there's a good amount of content on our YouTube page, our official YouTube page. There certainly will be more coming soon about these travel videos, but there really wasn't anything dedicated to the world of pro wrestling, which is obviously a major focus of the Daily Spotlight website. So I figured, why not add a little bit more content, and hopefully this will be a lot of fun. And I really wanted to start today because today is a pretty big day in the world of WWE. Tonight, the Cruiserweight Classic will officially kick off on the WWE Network. What's that? You're not sure what the Cruiserweight Classic is? I'm glad you asked. Well, the Cruiserweight Classic is a 32-man tournament, and it really is pretty interesting here. A, because it does feature the return to WWE television of Daniel Bryan since his unfortunate, pretty abrupt retirement due to injury back in February of this year. It's his return to WWE programming, as he and Mauro Ranallo will be hosting / I guess doing commentary for the tournament. And the tournament looks really interesting, especially in the production elements that they're using for this. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they did a bracketology special kind of introducing all of the 32 different participants that was on the network last week, and I thought it was really, really good. Specifically because of the fact the different profile pieces they did. I mean, if you watch that show, you had a good idea at least who about half of the 32 participants were, and really could have gotten behind a solid anywhere from 8 to 10 of the participants. And it's a pretty cool idea. It's 32 different cruiserweights from around the world, literally around the world. There's representation from Israel, there's representation from China, there's all of these different cruiserweights from everywhere, anyone from Kota Ibushi from Japan, or Zack Sabre Jr. from the UK, and everyone in between. A couple of NXT guys. I know Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Rich Swann. All three of those guys are in the tournament, as well as a couple of returning legends, Yoshihiro Tajiri and Brian Kendrick, the Brian Kendrick, I guess is if you're in the know. But in any event, they're both in the tournament, and so you have a little bit of everything. But one of the only real requirement for this tournament was actually making weight. They're adding in that realistic element of the fact that if you did not make weight, if you were over 205 pounds, you did not make the tournament. And there were a lot of guys who it came pretty close to. So really interested to see how that works tonight on the network. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard some things. I don't want to give away any spoilers or anything like that. I don't know any of the results because I tried to stay away. But some of the elements they do, I do think that if you're into kind of that mixed martial arts / UFC type of programming, I think you'll really get a kick out of it. So definitely go out of your way to check out the Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and Daniel Bryan in this role, at least from what I saw in the bracketology, is incredible. Half of the people that are in this tournament he has had matches with in the past and has a history with, so he knows the participants really well. It seems like he's really, really passionate about this. Seems like hell, if he were still wrestling, he would have wanted to be a part of this. And I think he's going to really add a lot to the programming. It's a short-haired Daniel Bryan too, so a little bit interesting. Obviously, when he retired, he cut off the hair, and he's kept that look. So it's going to be really good, and I think Mauro Ranallo will also be great in the role. Obviously, Showtime Boxing's Mauro Ranallo, who's now the lead commentator for SmackDown. I think he's done a good job there, and I expect much of the same for the Cruiserweight Classic. And who knows, maybe from this you might have a SmackDown team. Maybe they could convince Mauro Ranallo, Daniel Bryan to call SmackDown, which would be really interesting. And who knows? I mean, who knows what this entire tournament itself will lead to? Will this bring back the Cruiserweight Champion? Will this become a yearly tradition? I think that it's all up in the air. It seems like Triple H, who's kind of the brainchild behind this entire tournament, is really excited about it. And it's an exciting time for some of those fans who maybe don't even watch WWE all the time. Maybe their cup of tea is New Japan Pro Wrestling, or maybe Revolution Pro out of the UK. Maybe that's their cup of tea. Well, this will be your opportunity to see some of your favorite stars from around the world competing, and it should be a really fun tournament. So definitely check that out. And that is not all tonight on the WWE Network. NXT is going to be doing running a match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor. The first time these guys have faced each other in WWE or NXT programming, and it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that match right there. That's the #1 contender match to see who faces Samoa Joe for the title at NXT Brooklyn. Again, I'm not going to get any spoilers or anything, but I do hear the match is very good, and really when you have those guys in the ring, how could it not be? So exciting night of programming tonight. It's not a Monday night, nor a Tuesday night, but Wednesday night, where WWE consistently brings you an immense amount of programming, and a little bit of programming for everyone. Tonight is really a night for maybe more of that classical traditional wrestling fan, because you've got Balor and Nakamura on at 8 o'clock on NXT television, and then you have the debut of the Cruiserweight Classic. So I hope you guys do check those out. I'm going to definitely check both of them out, and then I'll be back tomorrow with some of my thoughts on that, and we'll just keep rolling on this. And who knows, if a story drops middle of the day, maybe I'll be back even before that. So in any event, thank you so much for checking us out. This has been Tommy on the Spot for thedailyspotlight.com. Take it easy, and you be well.